Hello everybody! Usually in my projects I'm using lots of different supplies and different pens and markers, and yeah, so a couple of you keep repeating and telling me that you don't have that many supplies at home. And yeah, in today's project I actually want to show you that you can also create a perfect piece of mixed media art or canvas or art journal page, whatever, with with very little supplies on hand. You don't need, you know, tons of different markers and pens and pencils. You can just stick to a couple of basic supplies and have a very, very beautiful result as well. So today I want to show you a very little project where I'm only using some very basic supplies, you know. We'll create a little canvas. So I have a canvas and some old book pages. You can just use old books and, you know, find them at flea markets for like 50 cents or something. So the main color source this time will be the Faber Castell Gelatos. I have quite a few here, and you can use them in different ways, and I will show you a couple of ways to use them. So actually you can use them, you know, for the background, so you don't need any acrylic paints. You can use them for the stems, so you don't need special ink pads. I will show you then. So I just like brushes and the gelatos, and I have one stencil here, and just two paper doilies, and my favorite glue, just some decoupage, Mod Podge. Yeah, and just a basic stamp set to give it some, you know, some texture. You can actually use any stamp you have. You can also stamp with some, you know, other things. If you don't have any stamps at home, you can also use, you know, like stuff you have at home, like the bottom of something. You can very easily stamp and get nice circles. So make it work for you, you know. Just use the supplies you have at home and make them work for you. So you don't need a whole, you know, shop at home. Well, I have, but you certainly don't need to have so many supplies to create a beautiful piece of art. So I think we will get started. I've shown you the basic supplies I have here, and yeah, let's get started. So I will begin with just adding some colors to my background. You can just draw with them directly onto the canvas, like I do here. It doesn't need to be perfect, because later we're gonna go in with water and a brush, and you will see it is. We give a perfect coverage of the colors. So for now we'll just scribble it on here. So now we'll just go in here with some water and a brush and start working the colors. And the water kind of activates the color, and it's like you're painting with acrylic paints or other paints. The fun thing about it, I think it's so easy to use, you know. You just have those little sticks and you don't have to mess around with all those bottles of acrylic paints, and so it's quite easy, and you don't get that mess. I don't have to clean up that mess afterwards. Okay, so the next thing is I would like to add some of those paper doilies to the canvas. Let's see, I don't want to cover up too much of the background. Well, let's see. So you just take your Mod Podge, just pour it on there. Cover it nice and even. So, and actually I don't mind this color on there since I plan on adding more colors anyway, so. On the edges. Okay, now so that is dry, I'm gonna use this stencil to add some texture, some fun texture to the canvas. Let me find a color I like. Can't go for bold colors today. So you can just put a little water on your finger, just take the colors directly from the stick. And just go ahead and dab it on. So, guess that's enough for me. What next? Next, I would like to add some texture to the canvas by using some rubber stamps. I have a nice set here with some texture stamps, and actually when I'm using on canvas I'm not sticking them to acrylic because I kind of like to use them like that. Doesn't have to be a perfect imprint for me. I kind of like it. It looks a little bit shabby and not so perfect, you know. So you can actually use those gelatos directly onto your stamp. You can just, two ways, you put it on there directly. I prefer to add a little bit of water first, like that. You can also use a spray bottle. There you go. Then just put the color on. Okay. There you go. And I kind of like this aquarelle-like, this watercolor-like look. So it's not a perfect clear stamped image like you would have with an ink pad, but I kind of like that a lot. So, okay. There's still enough color on there. You can still go on there with just some water to reactivate the color and use it again. Yep. Okay. So let's choose another one. Let's say this one. And a different color. Let's see. I think I would go with some. Yeah, let's go colorful today. Really colorful. There you go. Just add some color, and then use some water to activate the color, the paint. Like I said, you could just go ahead and use a spray bottle with some water. There's a glimmer mist in there, but just a plain water bottle, and then you have the same results actually. So some water again, and the more water you actually add to the stamp, the more water, the stamped image will look more like watercolor then. So yes, I like that. Okay, the next thing I plan on doing is actually I think I will do an owl on here. So I want to cut the owl out of this old book page. So I will just cut the shape for an owl. So cute little owl. Wings. Yeah. So I will just glue this down with some Mod Podge again. Okay, now this is dry, and now let's first of all draw in sort of branch for the owl to sit on. Yes. some shading, some colors to the old. I think I will go for multicolor. I like it colorful. Since I will go in there with some water later, doesn't have to be, has to be very precise, accurate. Just outline it, sketchy way. So. By shading it around the outline with a dark color, gives a nice dimension to the whole subject. So that's what I always tend to start with, and afterwards adding some more colors. Makes it pop from the canvas, from the background. Okay. Good. Let me first see where the eye is going to be. And now we will just add some shading to the eyes as well, because right now they look like just you know, painted on top, but I have to bring them back a little into the rest of the canvas. just by shading and outlining and shading them, you can see how they suddenly become part of the whole image again, and not just look like two white spots on top of everything. So, okay, let's add a pupil, like a permanent marker for this. Just go with your finger, so to add some shading in there as well, because normally the eyeball isn't just plain white. Right. So. Some orange back in there. Okay. Now where's my doodle pen? Oh. There you go. Just have to let this dry a little. Because right now it's better. Okay. And I kind of like to doodle an outline around my objects. Depends if you like that or not. I like it. So you don't have to do this, of course. But to me it just defines the whole thing a little better, a little more. I should wait till it's a little drier. That works better. Yes! Okay. And I tend to outline the images with a very loose, sketchy line. Alright, so bring in some more color. I don't know. To me there's still some color missing in there. Okay, now, usually I would add some rub-ons now, but since my intention was to stick to very limited amount of supplies, so I don't want to bring in some rub-ons now, I think I would just use a stamp again with some brown. Just a very, very little of water. Stamp. In some places, you know, just to combine the background and the centerpiece a little more. So I tend to stamp not only in the background but also a little bit over the object, in this case the owl. Okay, I think we're done. This is so me, you know. I'm never done. I always tend to add some more here and there, and I never call it finished. It's really hard for me to just say I'm done with this piece. Could always go back, do some more here and there, and sometimes afterwards I wish I would have stopped, because you also can kind of overdo it. That's what I tend to do. So some shading down here. Okay, but that really is it. Yeah, we're done. I think officially. Well, maybe I'm so sorry. Maybe I would just add some very, very tiny highlights. This is the direction the light is coming from, so I'll just add some highlights. This is yes, we're done. No, we're not done. Yes, we're done. No, we're not done. Ah, well, whatever. But in the end, I think this is what it's all about. Having fun and playing. So there are actually no rules like when to stop. Actually want this side a little lighter than it was before. Oops. Okay, I will call it officially done now. And yeah, I think she's cute. And yeah, like you see, I didn't use tons and tons of different supplies, just the canvas, the Faber Castell Gelatos, some random stamps, and yeah, white acrylic paint and the Mod Podge, and that was it. So actually I could have achieved the same results with using lots and lots of different pens and markers and colors, like acrylic colors and watercolors and whatever, but in the end I think it wouldn't look so much different. So there, yeah, in Germany we say many ways lead to Rome. I don't know if but in Germany we say that, so that you can travel different roads to, yeah, to get to the same destination and goal and achieve the same results. So sometimes it doesn't take that much. Okay, I will start to talk now, and yeah, thank you for watching the video, for doing this little tutorial with me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did. And yeah, see you again soon. Okay, bye bye.